The Plymouth Ice Center is the site of the Tier 1 Elite Hockey League's U15 Boys Semifinals as the Green Giants get set to take on the Blue Ox in a matchup that is the same song, just a different verse. Jeff Disher here with you, and Brett Johnson at my side, producing, making movements. I've heard he's a good talker as well. And we get set to bring you Green Giants and Blue Ox hockey for the second time today. But in the girls' game earlier this afternoon, the Green Giants took care of the Blue Ox by a 12-1 score. You did not miss much if you didn't see it. We get to the starting goaltenders for each team, and we start with the Green Giants. North Branch's number 20, Jake Turek, we believe, will get the start for the Blue Ox. Or the Green Giants, excuse me. And Turek has a 1.0 goals against average with a .955 save percentage, which is great, seeing as he's only seen 22 shots on goal this year, saved 21. 22 minus 21 is 1, according to college math. Alas, for the Blue Ox, we think it'll be Carter Clafton in net for the men in blue. And if that's the case, Clafton, 1 win in 3 games played. He's saved all but 3 shots that he's faced. That means he has a .197 goals against average and a .900 save percentage. We'll get the clarification here, and it is Clafton for the Blue Ox. And it looks as though I was wrong on the Green Giant side of things. It looks like it is 20. I'll wait for them to, or for him to come out to be sure. But 16-minute stop time periods coming up in the semis, and the winner of this game will take on the winner of the second semifinal. That features the Lakers and the Walleye. That game scoreless in the early going. We'll have updates from that one as we go on. It'll be Jake Turek. I was correct in net for the Green Giants. It'll be Clafton for the Blue Ox. 16 on the clock. Gotta have that right. 17 on the clock for the U15s. Because they're older kids, they can play a minute more. We are underway. The Green Giants win the opening draw as they skate right to left. And a nice shimmy move there from Jack Ferry, the defenseman out of Elk River. Leads to a Green Giant possession in their offensive end as they play Pong here in the first 20 seconds. Quick shot from the Blue Ox goes by the wayside. And here come the Green Giants back out to center. Big hit delivered there on Hunter Zinda out of Andover. And now here come the Blue Ox back to center. They go. Puck dumped back in from red line to blue line as that left the building thanks to Shane Donovan. Winner of this one will take on the winner of the Lakers and the Walleye. That going on over on Rink A. Those two the two winners will play at 2:15 tomorrow right here on this ice surface on Rink C. I won't be here for that one. Should be a dandy though. Brought ahead by the Green Giants to center as that one is pitched forward by Kyler Hemme from Andover and given back onto the Blue Ox. This is Wyatt Miskovich. Miskovich out of Grand Rapids, home of a 2-sheet arena where where kids do not like playing on the Olympic ice. Puck will bounce down. And given on to the Green Giants, Hemi, who could not get a shot away in that sequence. Hemi will pick it back up, and the puck left the building as it goes into the netting. 15-13 to go in period one. The puck is down, or actually the puck will be down in a moment as the Blue Ox get their personnel on the ice. There the puck goes, and the Green Giants will win the draw. Puck will be played right into an icing situation that'll bring the puck back into the Blue Ox end for the draw. So not even a minute into the matchup. Face off in the Green Giant offensive zone, and the Blue Ox will win it. I get the feeling in this first minute of play that the game will be as calculated and as slow as the game which we just saw with the U14s that finished 3-0 eventually. As this one is brought in by the Blue Ox's number 6, Joe Pierce, for a shot that is gloved and covered by Turek. Quick face-off coming. And it was the walleye over the Voyagers in that contest, 3-0. That we just saw a little while ago as the Green Giants look to bring it ahead. Icing, I think, is the reason for the stoppage. And up, down we play. A minute 32 in to a 48-minute game. And the Green Giants will win the draw as that one is worked back for a quick shot by Tate Hammett that goes by the wayside. Hammett out of Bemidji. And Tate Hammett, no points on the season for him so far in 2017-18. The winner in the boys U15s will go to Plymouth, Michigan next spring to represent the region in the Tier 1 National Championship. First weekend in April as that puck will come down. No icing, so we'll play. And a big stick there on the back wall. Wolf with it for the Green Giants. And so, Wolf will skate this one ahead to the neutral zone and dump it in for an icing that does not materialize. Back in behind, Pong is still being played here in the first 3 minutes as the Blue Ox looking for an offensive opportunity that they don't get. Puck will bound down back behind the net. And over to grab that for the Green Giants is Scott Nelson from Lino Lakes. Nelson, by the way, with a goal in 3 games played. No assists on his record. And a big shove by Ryman goes without a call. And so we play on. 12.5 minutes nearly to play as the puck comes up our way. And we're going to get the replay here of the puck eventually going out. No, we're going to get the last replay of that Blue Ox sequence where that shove, I would consider that a baby shove and thus not getting the call. 12.5 left to go, and the Green Giants with possession. Kyler Hemi lost it as it comes around the corner. Battling for it is Mason Wistersill. Wistersill from Lino Lakes, a defenseman. As the Blue Ox looking to pick up the trash, race to the puck, won by the Blue Ox, and therefore an icing call with 12 and 7 pennies left in the bank here in period 1. Not much other than that to report. No penalties in the early going. Quick face-off, won by the Blue Ox. Save made there by Turek, as that will be tomahawk to the blue line, but no further. Official got to get out of the way as the Green Giants will look to clear. However, a 2-on-1 rush not going to materialize for the Blue Ox. Now the puck resting in the Green Giant end of the ice, as that one is picked up by Hunter Jones. And in case anybody wondered, these aren't the Green Giants of the Jolly variety. But that question was answered in the girls' game as well. Puck will be brought on by the Green Giants, only as far as center. Here come the Blue Ox. Brought ahead by Vekic, and Vekic loses control. Here come the Green Giants. This is Hunter Jones. Jones shoots one. Save is made. 10:58 to go in the first. Get a replay of that shot from Jones. Right in on goal. Easy enough. Get a second look at it. And Clafton says you're going to have to try harder than that. That one was an easy flutter. No penalties in the first 5 minutes plus, as a quick shot there delivered by Ferry goes by the wayside. Ferry, the Elk River native. And Ferry, one of the 1-point getters for the Green Giants, as a shot for the Blue Ox will not materialize. Leading point getter for the Green Giants, by the way, is Hunter Zinda with 3. As this one is advanced to Jones. Jones shoved off the wall in the near corner. As we tick down to the final 10 minutes of period 1. The Green Giants with control as Jones throws that one to the far wall, and changes behind for both teams. Picked up by Ferry as he shoved off the puck, and that one will go to Josh O'Hara from Blaine. He played a home game last week as the Tier 1 Elite League visited the Schwann Super Rink up in Blaine. Biggest facility of its kind, although a few years back, a facility that was being built in New York. I don't know if it ever finished, but a facility in New York was claiming to have 9 different ice rinks under one roof, which would have made it the biggest building in the U.S. The Schwann Super Rink, to my knowledge, is the current record holder with 8. Brought out by the Blue Ox, and the bodies fly in the corner. That leads to a quick Green Giant shot that goes by the wayside. Rebound for Pavel Salter goes up, and that one will be brought ahead by Capitan. He is nicknamed Hammer, is Connor Capitan. And now the Blue Ox will bring this one on. Fellman gets it over to Charlie Erickson. Erickson, left circle, through the blue paint. 8:40 to go in the first period. We are goalless here at the Plymouth Ice Center. Now the Blue Ox with control back at the point. Shot on by Hammett, gets blocked. And having to pick up the trash, I believe, was Evan Bushy. 8 1/4 left in the period as Hunter Jones tried to throw that to the neutral zone, and he got it there. But John Bonner couldn't get a shot away for the Blue Ox. Second effort, blocked away. And here come the Green Giants as that one is ladled on right near the stick of Kyler Hemme. 10 in green. Quick shot from the right circle. Wouldn't go for Scott Nelson. Nelson, a forward out of Lino Lakes. He has a point and a goal, being that point so far on the season. Quick shot for the Blue Hawks. Wouldn't go as the Green Giants look to skate free. 7:25 left to go in the first. And we're still looking for a goal. That's Landon Parker over on the far side as he throws it into the neutral zone. Brought on by Mitch Wolf, and Wolf was upended. As the game of Pong being played would be something Atari would be proud of. Brought out by the Blue Ox, though, to center. As an outlet pass, springing a man, quick shot and a goal. Believe that was Christian Galitz, who was sprung on the play. 10-10 the time of the goal. And according to the flyby, it would be Galitz, and it would be his first goal of the season, along with 2 assists. So we think it's Christian Galitz making Cloquet proud. At 10-10, 1-0 our score. And it looks like it is that way. The Blue Ox with a 1-0 lead, latter stages of the opening frame. And now the puck will go the distance. Goaltender out to play it for the Green Giants. That is Turek. Turek already down 1-0. Jake Turek will not have a shutout on the season if their season ends today. Whistle goes. Not sure of the call. Offside, it looked like. And they'll drop the puck in the center circle. 6 minutes and a penny left in the opening frame. As that one is played on by the Blue Ox, who are up 1-0 thus far. Puck brought forward by the Green Giants, but they can't clear the puck away. Trying to do the honor there was Pavel Salter, but he was thwarted. Back to the slot. That shot was wide off the stick of Mitch Vekic. Kept alive by Langenbrunner. I don't think he's any relation to the NHLer who played for the New Jersey Devils. I could be wrong. But Mason Langenbrunner out of Cloquet. Brought ahead by Joe Pierce out of Hermantown. Hermantown hosting Hockey Day Minnesota a while back. Langenbrunner around the corner. As we are under 5 minutes to play, penalty on against the Green Giants. Still waiting for a touch, get it there. And a penalty coming, seeing the end of the last sequence, and a quick howitzer delivered by the Blue Ox just before the penalty was called. The guilty party is a Green Giant. That is Josh O'Hara. And it looks like Mason is Jamie's son. So Jamie Langenbrunner, the former St. Louis Blue and New Jersey Devil, his son Mason playing for the Blue Ox. As the Ox looking to add to their lead, Fellman tried to throw it in, but he was unsuccessful doing so. 4 minutes to play in the first period. Minute and change left on the penalty to Fellman. Quickly brought in by the Blue Ox, short-handed. This is Tate Hammett who gets sandwiched. It'll go instead to Michael Overbo, and Overbo couldn't put the puck on net. Quick shot attempt goes wide, and 45 remains in the power play for the Green Giants to work with, although Gavin DeBatignes, we're going to get that wrong all game. Gavin DeBatignes threw that one on. He's from Andover, and apparently a tongue twister, although he was not aware that he had that last name earlier in life. Brought on by the Green Giants, but only as far as the blue line. Vekic threw it on for the Blue Ox. Got it back to Hammett for a shot that goes by the wayside. May have been up high. 5 to go in the power play for the Blue Ox, as that'll come out to center. This is Thomas Carls, and we're back to five-a-side hockey for the Green Giants. 1-0 Blue Ox, as that one is ladled down by Vekic over on the far side, but a shot would not materialize. Where'd it go? It went into the Green Giant bench. 2.5 left to go in the first. We will take a quick timeout at the end of the first period before the second comes up. Just enough time to maybe check on the second semifinal happening over on Rink A. Or the first in terms of game time. But the Green Giants will look to skate that one ahead. 2.25 remaining in the period, as that one is backhanded on by the Blue Ox's number 14, Anthony McGeaney. We'll get there. He's out of Brainerd. 2:10 remaining, and the Green Giants looking for the correct personnel. They get it. They get the puck dropped. Face off one by the Blue Ox. This is Tate Hammett throwing one that gets blocked up the humanity in front of the net. Coming on to the Green Giants up the right side, but it gets deflected out of play. 1:52 left to go in the first. We are with you not only on YouTube, but we're also on MinnesotaHockey.org as well. So we are all around the state and all around the world if you choose to look at it that way. 1:40 left to go in the first. And a wrestling match nearly taking place on the half wall over by the Blue Ox bench. Brought ahead, though, by the Ox. That send in back down low by Shane Donovan allows the Ox to maintain possession, although Hunter Jones trying to change that. He gets a little help from Jack Ryman, who had a home game last weekend in Blaine at the Schwann Super Rink. Puck sent down, line change coming for the Green Giants as we tick down to the final 65 seconds right now. Brought ahead by the Green Giants into the offensive zone. Mitch Wolf got his shot away. Save is made. Rebound comes back to the Blue Ox, and they will clear. 55 left in the period. not at the U of M, so we can't thank the PA announcer for the 1-minute announcement. That wasn't made. Charlie Erickson with possession for the Blue Ox, and we count down to the last 40 seconds. Brought ahead, though, by the Blue Ox. They're looking for more. Quick shot, fanned on. As shoving his man to the ice there was Mitchell Wolf, much to the happiness of his Green Giant teammates who are standing on the bench. Brought ahead by the Green Giants with 25 left in the period. Brought forward, and still not out of the zone as they battle for it. The Blue Ox trying to clear out the front door. Not going to work as it's in the corner. 9 to go in the period, so the Blue Ox have to come out the back door where no one is waiting for them. 3 seconds to go in the period, and the time will expire, but not before a quick shot is saved by Jake Turek. So, 1 period in the books. We'll bring you the second here in a second on MinnesotaHockey.org and YouTube. Back for period number 2 here at the Plymouth Ice Center in the Tier 1 Elite Boys U15 Semifinals, with the Blue Ox leading the Green Giants through 17 minutes by a count of 1-0. And in the game over on Rink A, we'll get the update for you in a moment. The Walleye temporarily up 2-0. Or somebody jumped on the button a little bit. That looks like a Laker goal. 3-0, or sorry, 2-1 is what it would be if that's the case. Or 3-0. But it would be the Walleye out front. And it is 3-0 Walleye as we get set to go to period number 2. 1-0 over here. That much we know with the Blue Ox leading the Green Giants. Not of the jolly variety. The Green Giants win the face-off though as we're underway. And touching that one down for the Blue Ox is Finn Hoops. Not tall enough to be his last name necessarily, but Christian Gallitz will control that for the Blue Ox as the puck spits out front. And over into the corner off a deflection. 1-0 our score. Same song, different verse from the last game we saw with the U14 boys, which was 1-0 for the longest time with the Walleye and the Voyagers. Brought on by the Green Giants, though, as this is Scott Nelson. Loses his angle. He didn't have a man behind to drop the puck off to. And it will go the length of the ice for an icing call. 15:59 left to play in period 2. Except judging by the scoreboard, they're still in the first period because they can't update things right quick. Just saying. 15:59 to go, period 2. They'll get there. As the Blue Ox will also get into their offensive zone. Brought in by Fellman. Fellman with a shot. That gets deflected up high. Just over a football quarter in duration remaining in the second period of play. We'll have a full resurface break after the second period comes to a close. Quick shot from the point, plastered right over the outstretched head of Jake Turek. Although I wouldn't want to take a puck to the bean if I don't have to. 15:25 left to go in the first period. Or the second period. Wow, hit the scoreboard for me. The Green Giants will take the puck into the offensive zone where the Blue Ox will whack at it and come out of the rugby scrum with it. Lead pass intended for a Blue Ox forward goes by the wayside. And now the Green Giants looking to enter 2-on-2 at the line. As they look to find it. They do with Mitch Wolf. And Wolf out of Andover. As the Blue Ox were offside, Fellman tried to get nifty, but he got too nifty and was offside. This is a boys 15 and under semifinal, with the winner going to the championship game tomorrow at 2:15 right here on Rink C. Brett Johnson will likely produce that one and make movements on that one. I won't be here to call it. But that shot coming from the Green Giants, Jack Ferry looked for a deflection, did not find it. As they play Pong in the neutral zone, icing was waived. As the Green Giants looking to strike. Harrison Vandermeer out of Andover, trying to come out the back door, he could not. As the Blue Ox will try and clear, they do to center, and it would have been a delayed offside for the Green Giants anyway, as this puck will come into the Blue Ox offensive zone. Quick shot there delivered by Erickson, I believe it was, as the rugby scrum ensues back behind the net. Here come the Green Giants right out of the rugby scrum, as that one is bounced ahead. It'll go to Vandermeer, who shoots one wide. Vandermeer got it back near side, but he mishandled. And here come the Blue Ox. Right back to center they go. This is brought in by Donovan. Donovan with a shot. Save made, but parried out into the corner. Now over to Josh O'Hara, who throws it ahead. O'Hara got Nick Peel on the play. And Peel threw one into the slot area that wouldn't go. Now it'll come to Landon Parker, and Parker threw one left circle, man down in the slot area, but it would not amount to much. Brought on by O'Hara, I should say. 12:45 left to go in the second period of play. 1-0 favoring the men in blue as they look to enter. Courtesy of Jacob Stender. And Stender had his pocket picked, but he goes and picks up the trash in the neutral zone. Brought on for a shot by Gallitz that I believe hit the corner of the pipe. Thought I heard the clang of metal, and this will be an icing whistle that we will hear. 12:14 to go, second period of play. Wouldn't know it by the way the scoreboard is looking, but we're correct. In the top left corner of our screen and your screen as well. $12:14 to play. Jeff Disher along with Brett Johnson making moves and producing this lovely broadcast you are seeing and hearing. As the Blue Ox look to skate in. This is McGeaney. He shoots one that is saved by Turek. We'll get a replay of that Turek save here. There it is. On the re-rack up the left side, Turek makes the easy one. 11:50 to go in the second period of play. as that one will be settled down by Hunter Zinda from Andover and thrown almost the length of the ice. As Nelson throws his man into the corner, the Blue Ox trying to clear with a little help from Mangini, and it would not work. Now the puck played to the near half wall and bodies fly. Wistersill will go and pick up the trash for the Green Giants. And apparently he's good with waste management. Brought on, though, by Ryman. Ryman has his pocket picked. Here come the Blue Ox. 3-on-2, they skate in. This goes over to Joseph Pierce. Pierce dumped it off. Lost his angle. And a great back check there made by the Green Giants as we tick down to the last 10:45 of the second frame. Brought in by the Green Giants, and this is Ryman once more. Ryman just tomahawked that one into the corner as the head referee trying to get out of the way. The Green Giants come off the half wall. Quick shot was partially fanned on. And taken at center by Jack Ferry. Ferry, right circle. Off the side of the cage. You heard a cheer go up from the Green Giant side of the ice, side of the crowd, but it went off the wrong side, thus those cheers were unfortunately incorrect. 9:50 left to go in the second period. And now the Green Giants looking to play their way out of trouble. They do, as this one brought ahead by Carls up the near side. And he loses out. Now it'll go the length of the ice. Icing waved as we tick down to the last 9:25 of the frame. Brought on by the Blue Ox towards center. And the puck will settle down. Onside were the Green Giants. Puck will be battled for right back behind the Blue Ox net. And Carter Clafton entering the game had a 1.97 goals against average. That one tipped in. Clafton got to the first one, but he couldn't get to the second one. It's 1-1 as the Green Giants welcome themselves to the game. So over on the replay, quick shot from the left circle. Clafton parries it out into the low slot, re-racking. Clafton allows the Green Giant to bury it. We'll see it for a third time. And it was Hunter Jones who buries it at 8:15 for the Green Giants. We have a new ball game. 8:40 left in the second period of play. 1-1 our score. So we've had a blowout. We've had a close game. What will this one bring us? I wonder. Brought ahead by the Green Giants, and they're looking to end it in regulation, as are the Blue Ox. And we've already had to talk about extras today, as the Voyagers and Walleye almost played into extra time. Brought ahead by the Blue Ox, back out to center. This is Fellman. And Fellman with a nifty move. And a 3-on-1 turned into a Green Giant breakout up the near side. O'Hara shoots one right into the glove of Clafton. $7:53 to go, period two. Wow, second time we've done that today as the save is made by the Blue Ox goaltender Clafton. Second period of play, 7:49. There's a quick save there off the draw. I think that was a design play. And ready to go. Puck is down. The Blue Ox win the draw, but the puck not clear. Wolf threw that over cross ice, but now the Blue Ox looking to come ahead with it as they re-enter the offensive zone. Now the Green Giants will take over in the neutral zone as they'll enter. This is Ryman. Ryman threw one right near Zinda. And the Blue Ox will look to handle. 7 1/4 remaining in the second period. 1-1 contest, and that puck ice down legally, so the Blue Ox will control. Kept in by Nelson, or Nelson in the right circle, back to the point. Quick shot, deflects in. Believe that was Vandermeer on the deflection. We'll re-rack it and we'll show you. Far point. Great pass. Leads to a quick shot. Deflects off a stick and in. And we'll show that as often as we need to demonstrate what a deflection will do to a goaltender. 6:50 left to go in the second period. 2-1 in favor of the Green Giants, who have fought off the opening goal, or surrendering the opening goal, as the Blue Ox come in offside. That was a nifty pass, and it's a shame I don't have live stats. Otherwise, I'd get you the scorer. But we're working with what we have to work with. 6.5 minutes left to go in the second period of play. As it is a 2-1 Green Giant lead. Brought ahead just off the skate of Vekic. And the save is made with 6:07 left to go in the second. Coming up at intermission, we should have a Gopher football update. We'll also update you on the other semifinal right now, as the Walleye lead 3-1 over the Lakers, late stages of period 2 in that one. The winner of that game will take on the winner of this one at 2:15 tomorrow. Quick shot there, delivered by Vandermeer. By the wayside it goes. Vandermeer kept it alive for the Green Giants, and 5:45 remains in our second period of play. Dropped off to Wistersill, and Wistersill goes cross ice with it on the pass, but the Blue Ox defend themselves right into a corner as the puck will squirt out into the Green Giant defensive zone. 5.5 remaining in the second frame. And this is still anybody's ball game. Just ask the Walleye and the Voyagers earlier on. That was 1-0 for the longest time. Not the case here, though. 2-1, our score to the Green Giants. Brought ahead now by the Blue Ox. Just as I say that, right circle shot, save is made. Rebound, right up. I thought that hit the netting. But we play on, as it may have just tipped up and down. Brought on for a quick shove that is controlled by the Green Giants, as they'll have that one thrown by Mitch Wolf into the corner. 4.5 remaining in the period, as an outlet feed almost intercepted by Wolf, as that's touched on by Thomas Carls. Line change coming for the Green Giants as the Ox come out to center. That's That's Joseph Pierce out of Hermantown, who gets upended at the blue line. They battle for it, and the Green Giants win that war. 3 minutes and 55 to go in the period. Nick Pyle with it, and the save is made by Carter Clafton. We'll have a Go for Football update at intermission or after intermission, and I would think we would be to the point where we could get a Go for Hockey update from the Icebreaker. What do you think? I agree. We'll get that for you too. So they're playing Union right now up in Duluth in the third place game up there. And the puck will go down for an icing call. But the Blue Ox having that Duluth, that sort of northern Minnesota and Duluth connection in a sense. So we'll get the Icebreaker updates for those kids. Many of them may be future UMD Bulldogs. Quick shot for the Green Giants as Ryman threw that one cross ice. 3:20 left to go in the second period. Here come the Blue Ox. Up the far side, this is Gallitz. Gallitz threw one cross ice, and not on goal as players are taken out behind the play. And a shove. Hunter Zinda, the guilty party. That'll assuredly be a roughing minor on Zinda as the quick whistle will lead to a penalty. Zinda, the guilty party on the shove. And the recipient of that shove off the ice under his own power, thankfully. So it'll be a check from behind, at least according to the signal seen there. Time of the penalty is 12:55, and it looks like it'll be a 2-minute minor for checking from behind to Zinda. I don't know if we can get a shot of the penalty box right quick, Brett, because that looks like a 2 and a 10 to me. Yeah, it's a 2 and a 10 for a check from behind to Zinda. He'll sit for the 2-minute, or he'll sit for 10, and another player on the Green Giants has to serve the 2-minute minor that leads to the power play that the Blue Ox are currently on. Quick shot opportunity there as the bodies fly, and the Green Giants not happy about something as Wister still shoves his man into the wall. 2:45 left to go in the second period of play from here in Plymouth. Quick shot from the right circle wouldn't go for the Blue Ox, and they'll have to try again as they pick up the trash behind their net. 2-1 our score to the Green Giants, although Hunter Zinda will sit for a 10-minute misconduct and think about his sins. It's already about a minute gone. Puck played on. That is Overbo. His shot was blocked by the humanity in front of the net. Now the puck delivered back to Overbo by Parker, and the quick shot leads Jake Turek to have to make a save with under a minute to go in the minor penalty. We'll see the Turek save here on a shot from the left circle, and Turek plays the angle wonderfully. Puck is down. And the face-off won by the Blue Ox. 1:40 left to go in the second period. And the Green Giants will clear. This is Vandermeer. Vandermeer shoots, he scores. Harrison Vandermeer. First point of any kind on the season for Vandermeer. It's 3-1 Green Giants. On a short-handed marker, no less. Vandermeer skating in on the breakaway, making the twine shake a little bit. Time of the goal, 14 and a half. Or actually 15 and a half. Puck down, played on by the Blue Ox. 3 unanswered goals for the Green Giants. By the way, they're looking to make it 4. They'll bring it in for a quick shot there by Jack Ferry that goes by the wayside. 1:15 to play in the second frame. 8 left in the 2-minute minor as this one is brought on by Finn Hoops, but a shot goes high. 2-minute minor is done, but Zinda will still sit for the remainder of the second period as the Green Giants look to come in without him. Left circle shot goes by the wayside and 2 bodies cancel back behind the play. Now the Blue Ox looking to skate out. 45 left in the period. This is Parker who shoots or who goes far side with it. Now back behind the Green Giants, looking to clear out of trouble, but the Blue Ox still with control. Over on the far side, that is Landon Parker out of East Grand Forks, Minnesota. Brought ahead though by the Green Giants, and they're looking for a 2-on-1 breakout that they've got. Quick shot. Oh, what a save off the shot by O'Hara. And bodies fly behind the play. Here we go. The Blue Ox doing some barking after the play, which led to that. And you'll see it here. Save made. So the goaltender makes a save, gets sprayed at the end of it, and that's what led to the melee. Fracas is too nice of a word, I believe. So we'll get some penalties from this. Be interesting to see what the board shows. So I could make a case for coincidental roughing or a coincidental roughing after the whistle. Or I can make a case for an extra man on behalf of either team. Well, and we also have Zinda in the box serving the 10-minute misconduct. So Zinda cancels. And it looks as though the Green Giants are going to get a power play out of it. As the Blue Ox incited the riot back behind their net. So, waiting to see what they come up with. Let's take a second, if we can, to check on the first semifinal. That is at intermission. It looks like the Walleye up 3-1 going to the third. 18.6 left here. The additional penalty being served by Landon Parker for the Blue Ox. After all of that, and we ask again to keep in mind that Hunter Zinda for the Green Giants is out of the equation because he's sitting for 10 minutes with the check from behind that earned him a 2-minute minor and a 10-minute misconduct earlier. And now one of the captains getting an explanation from the officials. And they're back over at the scores table. Would kind of be nice to get to get an idea of what they're discussing up here, but we can't, we don't have that luxury, unfortunately. So little bit of a delay in the action with 18.6 left to go in the second. But the Green Giants have scored 3 unanswered. As you see a shot of the scores table with the official and one of his linesmen talking about things that we're not privy to up here about 85, 90 feet across from him. But apparently he's happy with the explanation. So is the scores table. So now the Parker penalty taken off the board. Interested to see what that is, and the Green Giants now getting an explanation. As you see the officials at the Green Giant bench. So the extended delay continues. We're now ready to go. And so judging by that in the penalty box, it looks like, at least to the uneducated eye, it looks like the Green Giants will get a power play. Although, no, we are skating 5 aside for the final 18. Quick shot there off the Green Giant face-off win. And a whistle on a slash. And it'll be a Green Giant penalty going to Scott Nelson. I'm not going to get a replay of that slash, but we have an ejection as it'll be Nelson getting an early shower with 14.2 left in the second. For what is essentially an intentional slash. And the game misconduct being, and I'm thinking in the official's mind, it would be intent to injure. But again, that's merely speculation. We know that Nelson has been ejected. As both teams basically getting a free timeout while they handle things. Aren't you glad we're not at the scores table and 90 plus feet across? Would hate to be calling a game down there. Be interested to see penalty minutes when this one is all said and done. We don't have an idea of live stats. Now going into the box for the Green Giants to serve one of the penalties is Peel. And you've got the Green Giant faithful to our left screaming. So now that we've got everything sorted out, it'll be Scott Nelson going for a 5-minute major and a game misconduct for the slash. An additional 2-minute penalty called against Nick Peel with 10 seconds to play in the period. And the Green Giants will look to end the second right now with a 3-1 lead. So a little bit of a rough ending to the second period, but the story of the period was the Green Giants scoring 3 unanswered goals. And that's what we should take into the third period. But we will have a Golden Gopher hockey update, and we'll also have a Gopher football update coming up after the ice is resurfaced and the third period begins here on YouTube and MinnesotaHockey.org. The Plymouth Ice Center is the site of Tier 1 Elite Hockey action, and we bring you the exciting conclusion as judged by the first two periods of the U15 semifinal with the Green Giants and the Blue Ox. The Green Giants ahead 3-1 on 3 unanswered goals in the second period of play, but a cluster broke out at the end of the second frame, which leads to two Green Giant players in the box to start the third period of play. But before we get there, we should tell you that this is Jeff Disher with you on MinnesotaHockey.org as well as YouTube, and Brett Johnson to my left running video and producing this whole lovely thing for us. We promised you some updates on the Gopher side of things, and we will deliver. The Minnesota Hockey Gophers are ahead of Union in the Icebreaker third place game by a count of 2-0 on what I thought were two Casey Middlestat goals. Middlestat and Pitlick with the goals for Minnesota in that contest against Union up in Duluth. But the Minnesota football Gophers are delayed in West Lafayette, Indiana against Purdue, with that score 16-14 in favor of the Boilermakers on a fourth quarter field goal by Spencer Evans from 19 yards out. But that game on ESPN2, if you are curious. Also in the Big Ten, Ohio State up big on Maryland. Color me shocked. 55-7 that score. Michigan State, Michigan playing later on Fox at 6:30 in that one, or a scheduled 6:30 start. You can see it on Fox Sports Go too. Just saying. But we have a youth game to conclude as the Green Giants on the ice, but the Blue Ox have yet to join us. Further complicating matters because we need two teams to play hockey. Technically. Oh, oh, for those of you at home who did not hear the comment there made by our esteemed producer and cameraman Brett Johnson there, he says intra-squad scrimmage for the Green Giants in the third. And hey, they're up 3-0 if we count the final two periods only, because they've scored the last three. But this is a semifinal. And the other semifinal over on Rink A going on right now. We'll check that. We think. We check it, and we see the Walleye up 3-1. Latter stages of the third period in that one. So if the results hold, it'll be the Walleye and Green Giants tomorrow at 2:15. Over here on Rink C, I won't be in attendance, but that game should go off without a hitch if Brett Johnson is at the controls. There's a compliment in there somewhere, Brett. Third period set to get underway in a second. The Blue Ox now warming up. And they've got to get everybody situated. At the end of the period, with the Green Giants, Scott Nelson took a 5-minute major and a game misconduct for an intentional slash right in front of the Green Giant bench. And also Nick Pyle, the Big Lake native, took an extra 2-minute penalty for what we think is, although can't confirm, mouthing to the official, which is a decent reason to take a 2-minute penalty. So they've cleared the Pyle major, or the minor, right on cue. I kind of wish we had a bug in the penalty box to figure it out. We don't. We can only speculate. $17 on the clock as we begin period 3. The major penalty, the only one on the board for the Green Giants. And we are underway with period number 3. So, like Wild Cherry once did for the final time today, let's play that funky music, white boy. Brought ahead, though, by the Blue Ox to start the final frame. And the bring in courtesy of Finn Hoops, who gets it near half wall. Hoops shimmies around one, got it over to Bushy. Bushy left point for a shot from Langenbrunner down low. He is the son of Jamie Langenbrunner of NHL fame. Back to Bushy. Bushy down low. Now over cross ice. Langenbrunner with a shot. That goes by the wayside. And that one poked far side, wide of the cage. Rebound back to Bushy. Far point. Sails wide. And Langenbrunner will settle that down with a little help from his friend Evan Bushy from Thief River Falls Mini. Brought ahead by the Blue Ox, who represent northern Minnesota quite well. Langenbrunner down low. He guides it over to Anthony Mangini. Mangini with a little help from his friends. If you notice the Joe Cocker or Beatles reference, proud of you. 15:40 to go in the third period of play as that puck is ladled down by Bushy for a shot that got on net but is saved. And the rebound, near goal, quick shot, save made twice by Jake Turek as the puck will go down for a play by Carter Clafton. Feel like there should be a P in Carter's last name instead of an F, but you know what? That's the music guy in me. Icing called here. 15:08 left in regulation. Quick Gopher football update if we can. Nope, they're still delayed in West Lafayette due to, I'm thinking, lightning. In that one, so that game is still 16-14 in the fourth quarter as a whistle goes here. 3-1 in favor of the Green Giants as the Minnesota Hockey Gophers looking to go win their third place game at the Icebreaker with Union. Not quite gone final yet. 18 left up in Duluth. At last check as the puck is down here. The Blue Ox win the draw. They're down 3-1 with under a football quarter remaining duration. And the puck played on by Joe Pierce. Pierce threw that one cross ice. And now the Blue Ox controlling and humming. Quick shot. Near side. Save made. Rebound. Score. Making the initial save was Jake Turek. He goes to parry it, and he pays the price as it's Jacob Stender with the goal. His fourth point of the year, second goal. 2:21, the time of the goal, 3-2, and there goes the Green Giant scoring streak. with 3 unanswered, finally answered by the Blue Ox. And now here come the Blue Ox at the left side, 3-1, or 3-2, check that. Troutwine, if I heard it right, got the assist on the goal. And now the Blue Ox in position to score again. 14 minutes. Quick shot from the point, blocked off, but the Green Giants can't do much with it. As a race to the puck, won by the Blue Ox. Bodies cancel at the half wall. No, a body canceled. And a quick shot there by Joseph Pierce goes up over the outstretched glove of Jake Turek. Now the Blue Ox still with possession. $1.25 to play with on the power play. Quick shot delivered there by Landon Parker, partially fanned. Now over right circle, quick shot by Gallitz. Drew the whistle. And the net's off. I want to re-rack that to see it, and there we go. Shot from Gallitz here in the right circle. I want to see that again. How did the net come off? Net's on. Net's already off by the time we start the replay, and it would have been knocked off. And now the officials are over at the scores table getting things square. We're ready to go. Everybody happy, especially that man with the armbands. He's the happiest cat in the building. Green Giants will win the draw and send that one down ice. No icing, so we'll play on with a minute left in the Blue Ox power play. And now the Blue Ox send one in from the point. Quick shot, quick save, Turek. 13 minutes left in regulation. If we need it, and we almost needed it in game 2 with the Walleye and the Voyagers, but if we need it, sudden death is 1 5-minute overtime period, sudden death, and a best-of-5 shootout on tap as well, potentially. Quick centering feed, and the loose putt goes in. Tie ball game. Believe that was just a loose pill. Quick steal, centering feed, and a shot on the far side of the far side of the net. Re-rack it one more time for you. Quick centering feed, quick shot, quick goal. It's 3-3. Time of the goal, 4 minutes and 6. A power play goal for the Blue Ox, as that penalty against Nelson should, or credited to Nelson, should go away. .5 minutes left to go. No, it's a 5-minute major. My mistake. It would not go away. The Blue Ox can score at will. And now the Green Giants will clear to center. Final seconds of the 5-minute major. Don't know what they did there, but Nelson's still sitting for $1.50. But alas, we have 11:55 to go in the third period. 3-3 our score, as that one is brought in by Tate Hammett. Hammett upended, also on the play, Finn Hoops. And now the puck cleared into the Green Giant bench, and they've got to watch it. So we'll have a face-off in the Green Giant defensive zone. That would be delay of game in the NHL, I think. Or no, clearing it out would be the delay of game into the crowd. My mistake. As that one will be cleared on by O'Hara. The length of the ice, whistle, and a penalty against the Blue Ox. Charlie Erickson to the sin bin for 2 minutes, and I believe it was a roughing minor. 11:24 left to go. So we'll have 1:08 now left of 4-on-4 time, as Erickson will gain control for the Blue Ox, only to surrender. And now here come the Green Giants up the near side. This is Thomas Karls, and Karls throws that one far corner, trying to get a deflection from the far corner, and shoving that aside was Carter Clafton. .59 to go in the third. 3-3 our score. 45 left in 4-on-4 even strength play with these two teams. Both having 4 men on the ice other than goaltenders. So the Green Giants will surrender a power play here shortly. As the Blue Ox trying to clear the trash out to neutral, they do. This is Jack Ferry. Ferry throws that one near side or near a wall, right near Thomas Karls, and the play intercepted as it comes to Finn Hoops. Hoops shimmies with a little help from his friend Jack Pearl, and now here come the Green Giants. Back up ice they'll go. This is Karls. Karls cancels. Left circle, no shot opportunity. As the Blue Ox look to skate out to center. Now the Blue Ox a bit confused. There's a quick shot there by the Green Giants' Mitch Wolf off a skate in front. Wolf cancels out. The Green Giants still with possession as this one falls back to the point. Salter throws that one down in the corner. And a centering feed goes cross ice with a little help from a deflection. 9.5 to go in the game as the Blue Ox look to come forward. That's a shot from Landon Parker that goes by the wayside. Final seconds of the penalty. And the Blue Ox are back to full strength as Charlie Erickson set free. Don't know how that's not too many men on the Green Giants, but it goes uncalled. And thus, we play on. Given over to Tate Hammett for the Blue Ox. Whistle. Offside at the line. 8:59 left to go. The Minnesota Skating Gophers have beaten the Union Dutchmen officially 2-0 up in Duluth. And the Icebreaker Tournament final will be decided later on tonight. But a face-off here in the neutral zone will occur. Puck is down, face-off won by the Blue Ox. And now the puck played by the Green Giants back towards center. Icing the call. .834 left to go in the third. Puck down, face-off won by the Blue Ox. That shot from Mitch Vekic goes by the wayside as it's blocked by the Humanity in front of the net. Now a rebound, pinballs around, and it gets to Vekic, who's shoved into the wall by his Green Giant defenseman. And now the puck played by the Green Giants down and out to center and just a wee little bit beyond. Brought on by the Blue Ox back at center. And up the near side, that is Joe Pierce. Pierce coming into the game today had 4 points on the season, and he had played in 3 games. A quick shot floated wide by the Blue Ox, and we're under 8 minutes to play in the contest, barring any extra time. Now the Green Giants looking to spring Kyler Hemme, but that plan goes by the wayside as well. Quick steal, and the whistle goes. Bodies gathering for a pre-Thanksgiving mass maybe, but I don't know if turkeys were discussed. The walleye, speaking of foul, the waterfowl, the walleye up 4-1 on in their semifinal. The winner of that one to take on the winner of this one. 7:20 left in this one in regulation. Puck will be brought on by the Blue Ox. 2-on-2 at the line. Here they come. Left circle. Backhand try. Did it go in? No. We're going to replay it. We'll set it up at the next stoppage. As 6:44 remains, quick shot, quick cover. Let's go back real quick. And we just lost that. We do not have the replay on the near goal. And now the Blue Ox want an explanation. So we play on with 6:41 left to go in the third. The Blue Ox win the draw. Quick shot. Shuttled near side and blocked away. Coming forward for the Blue Ox is Tate Hammett, but he loses his angle. Here come the Green Giants. That's Ryman, right circle, and it's floated on. And a quick shot from the point, delivered by Mitch Wolf, goes by the wayside as a puck almost in the slot area looking for a Green Giant shot opportunity, but that did not materialize. Now the Blue Ox trying to slow things down. They feel they were denied a goal about a minute ago. But alas, we can't confirm or deny that up here in the makeshift position. Brought ahead by the Green Giants as this one comes in courtesy of Ferry. Ferry shimmies around one, but he loses the puck in doing so when he tried to get around two. And the Blue Ox will touch that one back out to center where Mitch Wolf will, or where Michael Overbo will wait. Here come the Blue Ox. Brought ahead by Parker. That shot up off the glass. 5 1/4 remaining in the game, and that soft pass comes off the wall right near Joseph Pierce. Zinda is gone, or is off the ice. He had a 2 and a 10 earlier on, and an icing call halts play with 5:06 left to go in proceedings, or so we think. Puck is down, face-off won by the Blue Ox, and a quick shot there by Joseph Pierce gets blocked off a skate. And now the puck kicked back out to the neutral zone where the Green Giants will look to clear it in cross ice. They do just that. We are inside the final 5 minutes. Is trying to touch that one down for the Blue Ox is Christian Gallitz. Now it'll come over cross ice. And the Blue Ox into a mini 2-on-2 situation as the puck brought back out by the Green Giants and Josh O'Hara. O'Hara tripped to the ice, no call. Rebound, the rebound swallowed up by Carter Clafton, and we'll get a replay here of that. So the puck shot in, blocked, and Clafton just simply makes the save. You see the block here again. And Clafton comes in saying, hey, I'll save that loose puck. 4 1/4 left to go in the third. As the puck bounces out to center. Played around the corner, and the Blue Ox first to it. That should be Gallitz in the corner as he is upended. That almost led to a Kyler Hemme shot that went by the wayside. Puck will spit back out. This should be, yes, it will be icing. And that is indeed the call. 3:51 to go in the third. Jeff Fisher along with Brett Johnson for you here on YouTube and MinnesotaHockey.org. Around the state, around the city of Plymouth, around the state, and around the world, whether you know it or not, and whether you like it. Not going to say or not there. Brought ahead by the Blue Ox, and a quick shot by Mitchell Wolf. Short side, save made, rebound, swallowed, and the humanity gathers the side of the net for a pre-Christmas celebration. And you are getting a replay of that quick shot short side that was just missed. Back to play with 3.5 to go in regulation. Puck is loose, and the back door exit by Ryman leads the Green Giants back to the neutral zone, where waiting for it is Landon Parker. Now here come the Blue Ox. This is Joseph Pierce, and Pierce loses out. He gets it to Jack Ferry, and Ferry battles for control of the puck with 2 Blue Ox defensemen around him. Quick shot there. Believe that was Thomas Carroll's on it, or Carl's on it. And the loose pill eventually picked up by Hunter Jones. 2.5 minutes to play in the third period. 3-3 our score. This is Gallitz. Loses the corner as he's shoved by Mitch Wolf. Although that was a baby shove from Mitch Wolf. And back to the neutral zone we go. 2 1/4 remaining. As it'll be found by the Green Giants and Harrison Vandermay. Vandermay upended. And now here come the Blue Ox. Quick shot delivered by Michael Overbo, goes by the wayside. And we have a $1:45 left to play. Now the Blue Ox with control, the Green Giants surrounding the net, and the Blue Ox will lose about 20 seconds regaining the zone on that misplay. And this will eventually get to Overbo, and his shot went up. We'll see it here on the replay as Overbo, right circle, got it to a man skating far side who deflected it up out of play. By the way, Big Ten football score out of Columbus. Ohio State 62, Maryland 14. The Gophers still down 16-14 in a delay in the fourth quarter in West Lafayette as that puck goes out of play as well. So we need a new biscuit to put in the basket. Hopeful for that basket to go in regulation time, at least as far as both of these teams are concerned. Clock never started. 1:16 to go. Got to get the clock started. There we go. Now 1:10. Left to go, and the Green Giants looking to be the team that scores, although they leave the zone. Final minute of play here in regulation. This is Stender who loses it. Here come the Green Giants. Ferry shoots one, shuttled aside by the goaltender Clafton. Still not out of trouble though, with 35 seconds remaining in the period. And now the Blue Ox drop it off. That's Hoops looking for a teammate. Quick shot from the point, wouldn't work. 20 left in regulation time. That's Stender who had a shot blocked. But here come the Blue Ox right into the offensive zone again. Overbo shoots one. That gets deflected. Final 10 seconds. One last rush for the Green Giants in regulation. But Ryman will get shoved in the corner, and we will head to overtime, which will be a 5-minute period, sudden death. So we get the grand slam, Brett. We get a blowout. We get a close game. We get a cluster, sort of. And we get OT. So we will actually pause before bringing you overtime, which comes your way in about 1:50 seconds from now. Overtime almost set to go as we see the first period 4 on the scoreboard of the day here at the Tier 1 Elite Hockey League semifinals in the boys U15 between the Blue Ox and the Green Giants. Jeff Disher with you, Brett Johnson on the production as well as the camera work. And the winner of this game will take on the Walleye, who are 4-1 winners in their semifinal over on Rink A. But that game will take place at 2:15 tomorrow. It's not a 17-minute overtime. 17 on the clock. Sudden death, OT. That much we know. It's the playoffs. Win or go home. Underway with OT. And the Blue Hawks win the draw. This is Gallitz, who throws it into the Blue Hawks offensive zone, only to be thwarted by the Green Giants, who look to skate in. That pass intended for O'Hara leads to an icing 15 seconds in. So a face-off in the Green Giant defensive end, and face-offs are more magnified, especially when you lose them. Quick shot there, shuttled aside by Turek, and now the Blue Hawks will regain control with Bushy up the far side. Here come the Green Giants as that pass intended for Fellman, or actually stolen by Fellman, kept in at the line. 16:20 left to go in the overtime. And now the puck found by Thomas Carls. Carls goes down, but not before he shoots that one, or dumps that one in for an icing that does not go. An icing on this side will stop play with 16:03 left in the OT. And another face-off with magnification taken to a whole new level, this time in the Blue Hawks defensive end. Puck down, face-off won by the Green Giants, and Vandermeer won that draw. But the puck back into the Green Giant defensive end, as it'll go back to the neutral zone. Both teams, I'm sure, tired, as that'll be pitched in by Hammett. Around the corner. First to the puck of the Blue Hawks. Quick shot in on goal. Rebound. Up high. We'll get a look at that replay. As the shot parried right out to the slot area. You don't do that if you're a goaltender. You simply don't do that when you are in live or go home territory. Now the Green Giants, after surrendering that faceoff, will look to regain control in the offensive zone as we're down to the final 15 and a quarter. If you had this overtime period going longer than 2 minutes, I applaud you, as you have won the proverbial pool. We're under a football quarter remaining in duration here in overtime. Brought on by Gallitz, right circle, a pass feathered through that went by the wayside, and here come the Green Giants. But this one will go down for an icing that is called. And both players were trying to stop momentum, so that incidental shove was just that, incidental. 14:41. But that's part of the reason why people weren't up in arms like they would have been about 10 minutes ago, roughly. Puck is down, face-off won by the Blue Hawks. Quick shot turned aside by the Green Giants. Back out to center it'll go. And going back to pick up the trash is Evan Bushy. Bushy, pass a little too hot to handle for Hammett. And a quick shot turned on by the Green Giants. And it will go. It won't go on goal, but the Green Giants will re-enter. This is Ferry waiting for teammates. As Ferry will get this one back. Ferry skates around two, and Ferry will enter the offensive zone. Ferry with a shot off a boot in front. And right near Capitan, that puck will go, and Hoops will clear. Was it tipped? No. Icing called, so we'll have a face-off in the Blue Ox defensive zone. And these screws get tightened just a wee touch more. Or the Jaws music plays progressively louder if you want that reference too from Spielberg. Face-off won by the Blue Ox, which is what they really had to do defensively to get out of that sequence alive. Puck will be cleared by Streeter, and now shimmying around his man is Landon Parker. Parker, mini 2-on-1 up the right side. Parker with a shot that shuttled aside. And the rebound found right back behind the net. And a nifty thought for the Blue Ox there, but it wouldn't work. Into the offensive zone went Thomas Carls, but he didn't have the puck. Now Landon Parker up the right side. Parker shoots one. Save is made. Jake Turek really coming of age here in the overtime, as you'll see the Turek save here just made. Very quick, very simple. 13:06 left in the OT. Puck down, face-off won by the Blue Ox over in the far corner. I feel like a trashy goal or a goal down in the trenches will win this one. Just a feeling as a former player, as the Green Giants looking to regain control in their zone. They do. That's O'Hara, loses the angle, loses the puck, and the Blue Ox will clear out to center, but no further. And now the Giants go to a vacant point with it. And the Blue Ox will skate in, courtesy of Mitch Vekic. Easy for me to say. Quick shot there by Jones. Goes by the wayside, or by 17 in green. Hunter Jones went by the wayside as he shoves his man behind the play. Now over into the corner. The Blue Ox trying to clear out the back door. They can't, as Jones first to get there. Centering feed to no one in particular. And the Blue Ox will be the ones to clear. Penalty coming behind the play, I believe, for a trip. Time of the call, 4:58. And you'll see the trip behind the play here. Referee's armband will be raised right there. It was a quick trip right in front of the Green Giant bench. So the guilty party is 15 in green. That's Gavin DeBatignes. The name I can't say. And now the Blue Ox looking to win the game here. Hoops, right circle, goes back to the point. Goes to Parker. Parker through one to what ended up being a vacant point as the Green Giants look to come back into the zone. And the Blue Ox surrender the first 30 seconds of power play time. Nothing doing as that puck left the rink. And I believe it was the Blue Ox who just hit a home run with the way that one came off the top of the roof, or the top of the wall. 11:28 left to go in overtime. Get comfy. We could be here a while. Back on, and a mistake nearly made by the Green Giant goaltender Turek. Back out, high slot shot and a goal. The Blue Ox win it in overtime. High slot shot finds Twine. I believe, I'm going to have to see it again, but I believe it was Hammett. If we can get one more look at that, let's freeze it just before the shot. Okay. So we can't get that lone look. I'm going to go with either Pavels or Finn Hoops or Tate Hammett. as the game winner. But it will be the Walleye taking on the Blue Ox tomorrow in the championship game at 2:15. We'll have it for you here on YouTube and MinnesotaHockey.org. But for Brett Johnson and everybody that's been a part of this one, Jeff Disher saying so long from the Plymouth Ice Center, where the Blue Ox score the first, surrender the next three, get the next three, and eventually win the game for a chance at the title. That'll happen tomorrow. But until then, so long, everybody.